Hey, good morning. It's Monday, October 22nd. Dr. Bob Flower and your master pattern report. Okay, so what's the big surprise that Donald Trump has in store for us regarding big news concerning the president? A real birth certificate or somebody dug out of the past there to confirm he wasn't a citizen or something like that? Well, we're going to find out Wednesday, and I don't think that's the only bad news that's coming up for our president. It seems like there are a lot of hidden things that are suddenly and mysteriously coming to the surface. And while I'm not a big fan of the president and the way he's handled our country, um, it would not surprise me that the forces behind the scenes, all scenes, are quite disconnected from their loyalties to the president um, because of his inability to perform the way they were supposed to perform. And I'm just going to give you an example. Um, and this may seem innocent, but no. Uh, Gas, as we know, is over $4 a gallon and is a big campaign issue. Well, you can expect gas to take a major drop within the next, well, before the election. And I'm talking about like a 10% drop. Uh, and you'll see that, and along with that, the oil. So, and if you don't think that that's not coming from behind the scenes, that has something crazy to do with supply and demand, and you're smoking the wrong stuff. Um, we are going to do a special show on this right after the election concerning the powers behind the powers and what's going on. And not surprisingly to many, there are European uh, dynasties, uh, which are centuries old, that are still in control of this planet and gaining more and more power. Um, we had when the United States was initially formed, we did manage to break with that whole scenario, but it's taken hold as it always does, and taking the control. Now I will tell you this unequivocally: there is another force out there that is challenging this ancient power source uh, that is for us as individual, plain, ordinary citizens uh, a, um, a very positive force. Um, and it's this struggle behind the scenes that's causing much of our consternation in the markets and uncertainty and decline. And I'm going to report more on this, even at risk of getting myself in a lot of trouble, um, because I don't give a shit what they try to do. Okay, plain language. But in any event, stay tuned for that. This is going to be kind of interesting. Um, Speculative in the sense that I don't have absolute proof, but from the sources that I'm getting the information from and the way things are unfolding, the way the master pattern looks regarding socioeconomic, political strategies, there's definitely something going on. Okay, so let's talk some economics. Silver and gold has weakened, as we told you it would. It's temporary. In fact, we strengthened both our gold and silver positions on Friday afternoon, and might be a little bit ahead of the game, but I think we're going to see a move here up again very strongly, much stronger than before. And oil, we think you're going to see a downturn in oil within the next 2 weeks, if not sooner. We think it's going to start immediately, 2 days, day or two at most. The dollar is holding its own, but about to collapse. The Europeans are saying that they're getting their stuff together. They're not. It's all mouth and hope. The problem there is the politics are making plans without the people, and the people are saying, "Screw you! No, we're not going along with that." So, and we expect to see that, as we've been saying right along with the United States. The market is floundering and will continue to flounder. We don't see any bounce here at all for the market. In fact, we are anticipating a major down move, as we've been talking to you all along about, and that kind of concerns me, because while the pattern is showing a down move, that is not good for the election for the economy. So that may mean a Obama victory, and that certainly is tight, and it's certainly not good for the economics of our country. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is that some of you had said, well, you know, we don't care. It makes no difference whether it's Obama or Romney. You know, they're both pieces of crap, and I'm not voting. You know, then you deserve everything you're going to get, my friends. This is not, you know, there is a difference. There is a difference in the way things are done. If we are to be raped, then I'd rather it be consensual than abusive. Okay, let me put you that way. And we're being raped right now, and it's not consensual. So for anybody to say that they're not going to vote is just, you know, childish, and it's not. And I don't care what you may Twitter to me or Facebook to me. It's ridiculous. You know, it's everybody has a responsibility to perform, and it's important that we do, because that's the only way in which things can change. And I told you at the beginning of the year that this election may foster a entirely different third party, and I still hold to that, and I think things will come true. Okay, so we're looking for some more weakness in the market this week. It would appear that gold and silver is just about at this cycle bottom here, maybe a hair lower, but we're looking for another bounce, and hopefully this bounce between now and the election, or right after the election, will be a major one. Okay, let's see what the Donald has in store for us on Wednesday, because that's got to be. He really is entertaining, isn't he? Okay, have a good week, and we'll see you next Monday.